Okay. Hello and welcome. We're going live for the first time. What a card. I thoroughly enjoyed that from start to finish. Except for that crazy long break in between the young Miranda fight and the Blood Diamond Radke fight. It was like what, a half hour, 45 minutes between those fights. They really had to fill space there, but anyways, let's start at the top. We had Kevin Jousset and Kiefer Crosby. Pretty solid fight. I mean, you can tell that Jousset is I don't want to say inexperienced, but fairly newer. I feel like his stance could be a problem in the future. I don't know, I feel like just the way that he stands, his head's just like fucking just right out there. And he was getting clipped a little bit, but yeah. RNC. 11 seconds left in the first round. And then we move on. Shane Young and Gabrielle Miranda. Similar finish. Neck crank, RNC. I don't know. It was a weird sort of finish. I don't really know if it was a neck crank per se, but yeah, he got to it really quick. Miranda has like 15 submissions or 16 submissions to his name now, I think. So living up to his namesake there, taking the fight, even though he's at a weight disadvantage at weigh-ins. Poor Shane Young. Not like, he looked great physically, like probably better than I had seen him in the past, but I mean, yeah, not the way you want to go out. Moving on, Blood Diamond and Radke. I was expecting Radke to be able to secure takedowns a lot easier, or at all, I guess. He was credited with one, but I can't really remember the one that he would have been credited for. Clinching against the cage was annoying, but it was winning him the fight, so I mean, you can't really fault him there. Yeah, overall, pretty dominant fight. That mouse on his was it his right eye was just like just little fucking testicula coming from his right eyebrow there. It's pretty wild. Moving on, and after I go over all these fights quickly, I'll skip back and talk about some notable moments. But Hackbrass and Quiones, I feel like Quiones made it a much more competitive fight than the odds makers or really anyone gave him credit for beforehand. He was kicking the absolute shit out of Hackbrass's legs. It was looking like it was maybe going to start paying off, and it kind of did, but I mean, he started to slow down. I feel like he sort of gassed himself out, pushing for that finish in the first round, and next two rounds didn't really have all that much. He's getting hit a lot. Moving on, Jamie Malarkey and John Makdessi. This is a close fight. For it to be a unanimous decision, I don't know how I feel about that, because I could have seen 2 rounds for Makdessi, 2 and 3 particularly, I think. But Anyways, you win some, you lose some. And in this contest, Makdessi lost some. But for an old dude, right? Like, I'm pretty sure Malarkey was 9 years younger than him. Makdessi's like 38. I was going for my Canadian brethren, but yeah, I thought he had it. Anyways, Jenkins and our boy Chepe. Fucking what a beast. What a beast. I actually had him had Chepe by KO in the second round. But I also had it on a parlay with Alberg winning by decision, which we'll talk about, and Pedro would have had to win, I think, just by KO period. I forget what exactly I had it, but I ended up getting screwed. Anyways, let's let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. The old Jack Jenkins and Chepe Mariscal. Yeah, we knew, those who knew that Chepe was going to be a tough customer, and that he was. He was eating some pretty serious shots in the first. I didn't think it was going to go the way that it did, but he just went for like a hip toss. I think, was it Jenkins that went for the hip toss, and Chepe sort of like reversed it and fucked his shoulder up. Jenkins' shoulder up, that is. But yeah, dang. Not bad. Look out for our boy Chepe. I feel like he's going to be a little bit of a problem. He might have some problems himself in like top 10, top 5 competition, but otherwise, he's going to do fairly well. Alberg and Dawoon Jung, that was weird, right? There was a tap, I guess, with 11 seconds left, and even though the ref didn't stop the fight and the bell did sound to end the fight, still got overturned to a submission, which I guess I understand it, but I'm super biased because I had I had Alberg winning by decision or KO in the first round, which he didn't do for me. So then it was by decision. Which, so close. Beat the shit out of poor Dawoon Jung. And yeah, I got robbed on multiple occasions tonight in my bets. Pedro, first round knockout, super clean. Got it done faster than I thought he would. Made the old pleasure man probably rethink some life choices. But yeah, Pedro's a beast. Love him. Tafa, glad to see that redemption after the eye poke in their first outing. Yeah, I couldn't believe. Again, I think it was like 30 or 40 seconds in, another eye poke, but it didn't seem nearly as serious, and the action just sort of went on. But yeah, Tafa by violent KO in the first round. What most of us expected, I think. Manel Kopp and Felipe dos Santos, more competitive, I guess, probably than the odds had it, and that most folks had it. Felipe, I think, came in on short notice, right? But Manel Kopp, just like, let's go to Australia and make everyone there just absolutely despise me. Interesting strategy, but he won. Close decision, though. Felipe definitely had moments in the fight. But yeah, we move on. Why you gotta do our boy Ty like that, Volkov? He fucked Tuivasa up pretty bad, huh? Yeah, it's unfortunate. I hate to see Ty lose like that. But he's always got that puncher's chance, right? So it's hard to count him out, but didn't quite get it done tonight. In the main event, Sean Strickland, middleweight champion. Let that sink in. Number 5 to champ. Crazy. Did not go at all how I would have expected it. Sean came in with a really smart game plan. Understandably so. Eric Nixick is one of the best, if not the best, right now. Yeah. They crowded Izzy. Yeah, had him constantly pushed up against the fence, but like not able to really land anything of significance. Strickland was checking most of the leg kicks. Some he didn't, of course, but he was checking most of them. He's getting hit to the body quite a bit, but he's really good at just like rolling with shots and shelling up when necessary. Deflecting kicks off his damn elbows. Man, kicking elbows is not fun. It is not fun. Especially if you hit with like the top of your foot. Break some of your damn metatarsals. But yeah. Sean Strickland. What was the round? Was it round 2 that he had that crazy knockdown? Yeah. Damn. Knockdown in round 1, round 2, round 3. Did Strickland actually get a knockdown in each round? Oh, or is that... Oh, full fight. Yeah, I see. Only one, I guess. It was in the first round. I see how they do it here. Like, what the fuck? But yeah. I thought he was going to have him out of there. But Izzy managed to get back to his feet and avoid most big shots. But yeah, crazy night. All right, so now that we've gone over it, let's circle back all the way to our boy Chuck Buffalo, Charlie Radke over here. Man, they give him the mic for 2 seconds and he's just dropping all the F-bombs. All of them. DC's just like, you can't. It's like, gave up. He's just like, yeah, Charles Radke, give it up. Oh, man. That was so good. So good. But, yeah, poor DC. Poor DC. He had to deal with it tonight. But yeah, my bets. So I had Jusei, Miranda, Radke, Hack Parast, and then Makdessi. So at this point, I was offered a cash out of like $68, I think, which would have been much more than I had bet, like a 3x payout. And I should have goddamn taken it. But had Makdessi won or been given the decision, it would have been Chepe. We would have got that one. We would have got Alberg. We would have got Pedro. We would have got fucking Tafa. I think I put Cop on there. I think I might have had Ty. So if I was smart, I probably would have pulled out around here, but that would have been probably a cash out offer of several $1,000s. Yeah. Super upsetting, but you win some, you lose some. That's just the way she goes. But yeah, great card. There were a few snoozers. Like Radke's game plan was not great. He made up for it with the absolute fucking psychotic post-fight speech. Oh man, and it was still early prelims too, so that was definitely broadcasted live somewhere. That definitely has some like what is it? What oh fuck. I can't think of the name of the commission or whoever oversees what can be on TV and what what can't be. But they were probably pretty upset by that. Anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. There wasn't all that much to talk about other than like goddamn Strickland did it. Like did he actually Strickland by press conference? I think he might have got to Izzy, you know? He was definitely off. Like that was not a normal Izzy performance, you know? Strange. But Deshaun Strickland is the middleweight champ. That's so wild. How do I see? Rankings. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that Brunson's still number 7. But But yeah. Sean's got some fights ahead of him. I wonder who he's going to fight next. I mean, he'd probably like to get a full camp in him. I'm sure Duplessis is going to want to fight sooner than later. I don't really know the nature of his withdrawal from this fight. I knew it. I knew at some point, but it's just my brain ain't so sharp at 1:30 in the morning. Let's be real. But yeah, I mean, could you imagine Strickland just goes on this crazy ch- championship title defense run and just like rivals GOAT status? How wild would that be? But man, anyways, we're gonna wrap it up here. Love you guys. If you've tuned in, I don't even know how to see how many people are in here, if there are any people in here, but if you tuned in, thank you. And hopefully see you next time.